Me, the 13th Duke of Wyndham, here, at 3 o'clock in the morning, at King Boomer's home, with my reputation? Bingo. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. And I'm glad to be back for another reaction. Today we're checking out almurray. I just wanted to check out almurray on my own. I was like, I wonder what the Pub Landlord is up to. So, here we go. This is called, and this should be good. This is called Britain Has the Best History in the World. And this is from one of his recent shows. Buddy in the UK has tickets to go see him. I'm very jealous. I wonder if he's ever done a show in the United States. I mean, I bet with his act though, like I don't know if you know, because most Americans don't know who he is. So I don't know if that's a great idea, but I would love to see him in a show for sure. I just wouldn't want to sit in the front row so, to incur his wrath. Anyway, Britain Has the Best History in the World by almurray. Let's check it out. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And he's got his channel, by the way. His YouTube channel is on fire right now. He's putting out some great stuff on his channel. So go and check it out for yourself. I'll leave a link in the description below this video if you want to check it out. Anyway, almurray, the Pub Landlord. Let's get it. Here we go.
You're beautiful people, and obviously, we got the young stroker here, the youngster.
The young stroker.
What's your name, son? Christopher. No, mate, Chris. Yeah. Don't want the alarm going off, do we? Yeah? Who are you here with, Chris? Your mum and your dad, family, everybody.
Wait a minute.
Stay down. And don't want the alarm going off, do we? Yeah? Who are you here with, Chris?
They all got. Well, it looks like they all got shirts and then a raincoat over. That's interesting. I wonder what happened there.
Your mum and your dad, family, everybody. Family. Stay down. And stay down. And how old are you, boy? 18. Good lad, correct answer. Well done. Can I tell if you're lying or not? Let's find out. Would you like a drink? Yeah, let's get you a drink. The boy says he's 18. The boy says he's 18, but I have my suspicions. There you go, son.
Nice.
Pass it back, Scotty. Excellent. Now, the simple truth is...
Should have given him an
these
iron
kids,
brew.
They've lost their way, haven't they? They lost their way. Young people have lost their way, haven't they? They've lost their way. You've lost your way, haven't you, boy? I blame the teachers, obviously. Not the people who work in nurseries, of course. I blame... You've lost your way because you don't know any history anymore, do you? You kids don't know any history anymore. We've got the best history in the world in this country. We fucking have, right? Yeah? I've said it before, I'll say it again, yeah? History, as we all know, is written by the winners. French history books, blank from cover to cover. The truth is...
A big cheer.
I mean... I feel sorry for you, Chris, because you've probably never even heard of Admiral Lord Nelson. That's his full name. Admiral Lord Nelson. Never heard of him, have you? Never heard of him, have you? Yeah? Fellatio Nelson, you've never heard.
Fellatio Nelson.
You got a long journey home, Chris. Where'd you live? Where'd you live? St Albans. Brilliant. Well, ask your mum and dad on the way home about Fellatio Nelson.
Long stare. I bet British kids still learn a lot more about history than we do over here.
Maybe your dad, maybe not your mum. Anyway,
that's funny.
Top bloke, one arm, one eye. Yeah, one arm, one eye. What? One arm. Oh, fucking hell. What? One arm, one eye. There we go. Yeah. Defeat the French Navy, literally single-handedly, right? Yeah. Couldn't even see how far away their ships were, could he? Yeah. Still did the bastards. Yeah. God bless him. Right? Henry VIII, fucking hell, family. Henry VIII, family. 6 wives, yeah? 3 kids. That is a poor return on the wives.
That's a poor return. Oh, shit. Well, between Catherine of Aragorn and Aragon, is it? I said Aragorn, like it's fucking Lord of the Rings. And Boleyn, there was a lot of failed pregnancies in there, to be fair. So they tried, and then Boleyn got her head snipped off as a result of not trying hard enough. I just got done watching Wolf Hall, also both seasons. It's such a tremendous show. Mark Rylance is amazing. Damian Lewis as Henry VIII. By the way, if you haven't checked out Wolf Hall, please check it out. Damian Lewis has the best portrayal of Henry VIII that I've seen. Of course, I haven't seen them all, but I've seen a few, and it's by far the best.
But the truth is, you kids don't know, because the thing is, what I want to help you here, Chris, because your mum and dad hopeless, right? Yeah. I mean, they brought you here on a Friday night when you should be out sitting in front of bus stops. What the fuck's going on? You should be out there learning how to fucking boost a line bike, boy. The truth is. Tack, 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 tack. Oh, he's boosted that one, has he? The point is this. Because we, the British, right, we've got a superpower. That is a fact. We've got a superpower no one else possesses. Some of our colonial offspring have a version of it, but we have got a superpower. And that, because we are, without a shadow of a doubt, there's no mistake about this. We, the British, are the most reasonable, sensible, rational fucking people. Fuck it, everyone, come on. The Palladium on a Friday. Look at us. The British, the most reasonable, sensible, rational people in the world. Just look at us. Isn't it beautiful? Look at us. Doing something together for fucking do it down there. Look at us, isn't it beautiful? Look at us united after a decade of division. Here we are doing something together for a change. And this shows us at our finest, because we're not sheep, are we? We stand our ground. Point made. Now the truth is, but we got a superpower, and I mean a proper superpower, Chris. A proper superpower. I'm not like Spider-Man, I haven't got jizz coming out my wrists. I haven't got a magic hammer. Well, maybe I do.
Imagine if he did that. Oh. Anyway, sorry.
Diane. I haven't got a magic hammer. Well, maybe I do, Diane. Depending on who's holding it. The point is this, we've got a superpower, and that is our ability, in our minds, at all times...
Yo, dude, he hit himself so hard!
...to hold 2 impossible thoughts at all times. 2 impossible thoughts. 2 totally contradictory notions about the same fucking subject at all times. We can hold 2 totally opposed ideas within our minds at all fucking times without it affecting us. We just keep calm, we carry on. Nothing affects us. Even though those ideas are like matter and antimatter, if they came into contact with each other, they'd blow our fucking heads off. But they don't. Yeah? We're the only people who can do this. The Americans, God bless them, right? They can't do this. We've seen that. Yeah? We've seen it. The Americans can't cope, can they? Because it's the land of the free, built on slavery. It's done their heads in. Right? Yeah? I mean, that sort of thing would never bother us, would it? Wouldn't even touch the fucking sides. But the point is, we all hold 2 impossible thoughts about all sorts of things. For instance, we all hold 2 impossible thoughts about the NHS, the National Health Service. Another round of applause for NHS workers here tonight. Like why not? Why not? There we go. It's 8 o'clock on a Thursday again. There you go. Yeah. Point is, we all hold 2 impossible thoughts about the NHS, yeah? 2 contradictory notions. And what do we all think about the NHS? Well, it's us at our finest, as a people, as a nation, as a country, as a tribe, whatever you want to fucking call it. It's us at our finest. Free healthcare from the cradle to the grave, no matter who you are, your station of birth, your creed, your car, no matter who you fucking are, you get the same thing. You're entitled to the same thing. It's incredible. No one else came up with that. It was us. Yeah, us as a people. And it shows that in the end what we are. Why did we do that? Did we do it because we're communists or because we're socialists or communitarians? No. We did it because in this country we're a family, aren't we? We're a family. Everyone.
Is that true? You guys started? You're the first ones to have free healthcare? The first ones? Really? Let's look it up. Let me see. That's interesting. I didn't, I know you guys have the NHS, but I didn't know you guys started that concept. Which country was the first to have free healthcare? It says Germany in 1883. Well, hold on. Well, here's the AI overview here. While the exact first depends on how free healthcare is defined, Germany was the first country to establish a compulsory social health insurance system in 1883, laying the groundwork for universal coverage. The United Kingdom later launched its National Health Service in 1948, which provided comprehensive free healthcare to the entire population, making it one of the first Western countries to offer this level of universal access. Wow. I did not know that. That's something you should be really proud of. Now, I'm sure the NHS has its issues with any, human enterprise, but, I wish we had something like that over here. Honestly. It's, you shouldn't get sick and then be in debt for the rest of your life, That's why you got to be careful over here. That's awesome. Another win, another victory for the people of Britain. No wonder I like you guys so much. Anything else? Any other countries like Austria, other European nations, 19th and early 20th centuries. Countries like Austria, Hungary, Norway, Britain, Russia, and the Netherlands soon followed Germany's lead by establishing compulsory sickness insurance for workers, often with government subsidies for mutual benefit societies. So, universal health care. Yeah, we could learn something from this for sure. History. So it's Germany, 1883. The United Kingdom, the National Insurance Act 1911 provided coverage for primary care, but not specialist or hospital care. So 1911 is when you guys laid the foundations for the NHS, which would arrive in 1948. And then there's other things, but, I think judging from a quick glance at this page, it seems you guys were the first to really have an established version of it that's official, that you can put a stamp on. So that's awesome. Another victory for the Brits.
We're a fan. And more than that, we're a fan. You're the most reasonable, sensible, rational people. You know what? Do both, you bastards. Do it now. There you go. That's everyone who could fly a helicopter if they wanted. The point is, and that idea of us being a family looking out for each other runs through us like a stick of rock through our history, right? All the way back to the 1940s Labour government, all the way back to the Chartists in the 1840s, the Methodists in the 1740s, the Levellers in the 1640s during the English Civil War, all the way back to 1381 and the Peasants' Revolt, when Wat Tyler said, "We are all born equal on this island before our God and our King. There are no dukes." And how did the NHS come about? Well, it came about, as we all know, as a direct result of the Second World War, which we won on our own, no help from no one else by ourselves. Now, of course.
They all cheer, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the youngsters don't know this story that's familiar to many. Of course, 1st of September 1939, of course, the Germans decided to invade Poland, having given the rest of Europe the runaround, trying to rewrite the Versailles Accords that had come about as a result of the First World War. Now, obviously, what happens is Poland's after for sovereignty guarantee from the British government, territorial sovereignty guarantee from the British government, and the French government. And we've agreed to it, right? Because after all, after the humiliation of Munich, when, of course, in March 1939, the Germans decided to go into Czechoslovakia, having previously said they wouldn't, and taken over the whole of Bohemia. Obviously, we end up with a situation where the British government, the French government, they've got to fucking do something. But what they don't realise is that time's up on that idea, because the Soviets have done a deal, August the 23rd, Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, August 23rd, 1939, which means that in fact, that the Soviets are they're going to invade Poland as well. So 7th September, after the Germans are gone, of course, the Soviets do move and take the eastern end. Anyway, the point is, right, the Germans go in, they create a false flag incident at the Gleiwitz radio station, where they take some lads from a concentration camp, they're dressing up in German uniforms, they shoot with Polish rifles and say the Poles did it. So in go the Panzers. In go the Panzers. Now, the British and French government, they've got to do something now, haven't they? Because they've offered a guarantee to Poland, yeah? So immediately, the French Premier, Deladier, is on the phone. We're not so sure about this guarantee. We have changed our minds.
Yeah, that was highly impressive. I just want to look up something here, because I just want to make sure I'm correct before I say something stupid. Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, yeah. That was the non-aggression pact. Yes, okay. That's what I thought it was. The non-aggression pact signed between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union in August of 1939, which the Germans would definitely break. And then they would enact Operation Barbarossa, I believe it was called. I just find I find it funny that this pact, which was supposed to make them, de facto allies before shit really started kicking off, that the name Molotov is in there. Like, it was bound to fail. But man, almurray. What's that? Can somebody help me out here? What's that? Isn't there like a serious history show that he did? I know he's got I did a reaction to a clip from the one he made recently, which is so much fun. But isn't there like a serious one that you guys told me about like a couple years ago, where he's actually like being almurray instead of the pub landlord? And he's like presenting a serious history program. Let me know what that is. I think you guys told me something like that, because I'd like to check it out on my own time. Anyway.
Neville Chamberlain finally grows a pair. No, you listen, you fucking frog slag. We're doing it. Right?
Oh man.
That's his phone voice. Right. Anyway. Right. They issue an ultimatum. The Germans refuse to obey the ultimatum, and as a result, we're at war with Germany. And off it fucking kicks. Except it doesn't. Nothing happens. Phony war. Since Krieg in northwest Europe, obviously the Royal Navy have some laugh down at the Battle of the River Plate down in the Falklands, yeah, and could do some fucking Kriegsmarine arse kicking, but nothing happens until April of 1940, when Winston Churchill is back at the Admiralty. He says, let's go to Norway and get our hands on the iron ore. He's been going on about this since September the previous year. Let's go and get that iron ore in Norway. Except the Germans get the jump on them. The British and French send a task force. In they go. Fucking shit show. British army can't fight for toffees. Right, French army, well, what do we expect, right? It's a fucking shit show, right? Even though the Royal Navy do extremely well. HMS Warspite sinking loads of fucking German destroyers. It's a fucking incredible thing. Though they do lose HMS Glorious, an aircraft carrier. So swings and fucking roundabouts. But what it means is, in the end, if the Germans had tried to invade later here in Operation Sea Lion, they wouldn't have had the capability to do it because they lost all their fucking destroyers. Anyway, that's not the point. We can't get bogged down with that what if. Anyway, the point is, even though Norway is Churchill's fiasco, instead of being fired, he gets kicked upstairs to number 10 Downing Street on May the 10th, precisely the same day, May the 10th, 1940, precisely the same day, by sheer coincidence, the Germans decide to invade in northwest Europe. Operation Foul Gelb. They send a feint down to the Netherlands, the Low Countries, and they send their Panzer Punch. Their Panzer Punch, the sickle cut of armoured divisions, goes through the impassable area of the Ardennes. It's a forest. The French say it's impossible. It is impossible. They cannot get through there. It is impossible. Even though it's the third time in 70 fucking years the Germans have come in on that exact same fucking axis, for Christ's sake. You...
Yeah, it's so true. That is true, yes. Yeah. They did it. Yeah, they did it twice before. Oh,
Possibility they cannot get through there. It is impossible. Even though it's the third time in 70 fucking years the Germans have come in on that exact same fucking axis, for Christ's sake. You dozy French. Anyway.
Oh, man. This dude's a genius.
Obviously, then the BF's been flanked. The French army goes under. The BF gets flanked. He has to get out quickly, out through Dunkirk, because the Germans can't defeat you if you're not there. Strategy. Now.
That's great.
See you in the desert next summer, lads. Anyway, the point is, then Churchill gets cracking Battle of Britain. There is so much been held by so many to so few, and all that, right? But the crucial part here is Winston Churchill's formed a national government. A national government. He's gone into government with Labour, yeah? Clement Attlee is basically giving him the green light to be Prime Minister. And in comes the Labour Party, who are desperate to prove themselves worthy of government after a fucking shit decade before that, right? So you've got Clement Attlee, Deputy Prime Minister, Herbert Morrison, who's the Mayor of Hackney, comes in Home Secretary, you've got Ernie Bevan, you've got Niall Bevan, you've got all the fucking Labour lot, and their job is to keep the domestic side of things ticking over. Their job is to keep the trade unions under control, because after all, if you conscript a load of people, it's going to cause a major fucking havoc in the labour market and cause wage inflation. So they keep doing that, they keep the coal mines going. And the idea is the Tories will do strategy and Labour will do the domestic, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work because the British Army can't fight for fucking toffees, right? 1940, terrible. 1941, even worse. 1942, Singapore, yeah? The fall of Tobruk in late June, early July 1942. It's an absolute fucking shit show, and it becomes clear that the British soldier doesn't know what he's fighting for. So, the Labour Party lean on the Tories and they get a Liberal in, a man called William Beveridge, to write a thing called the Beveridge Report. And the Beveridge Report is basically a blueprint for a welfare state and an NHS after the war. Everyone reads it. It's a big fucking bestseller. The soldiers are made to read it. The Army Educational Board get the lads to read it. And as a result, everyone's into the idea, yeah? And he says there's 5 scourges holding this country back. And they're going to sound pretty fucking familiar. They are idleness, squalor, ignorance, want, and disease. Yeah, it's a big bestseller. As a result, come July 1945, khaki election, we kick the Tories out. Winston Churchill's, he's fucking opposite, yeah? In comes Labour, and within 3 years, as a direct down payment on the defeat of Nazi Germany, Imperial Japan, and fascist Italy, you get a welfare state and a national health service. Our finest achievement as a people, as a direct result of the victory in the Second World War. There you go. The NHS.
His historical knowledge is insane. Oh, is that it? Such a great. Dude, I'm dying to see him live. He's so good. Again, his channel is on fire right now, so go check out his channel, man. It's but yeah, let me know about that that history program that he had where it's like a serious one. I'm curious to know. Man, I learned a major... I didn't know that you guys basically came up with the first official version of healthcare for all. That's amazing. See? That's one of the great things about Almurray's stand-ups, too, is you actually, even though sometimes they're exaggerated, you learn things all the time. And that bit where he's just rattling off basically a short, condensed version of World War II. That was incredible, because that was like 4 straight minutes where, like, I'm surprised he didn't run out of breath. What a performer, man. Couldn't admire him more. He's incredible. Absolutely. Well, that was fun. Let me know what you guys think of that. In the meantime, like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And I will see you again soon. Have a lovely day and stay safe. Peace out.